I'm Dr. Marcie Adkins, and I'm here at the beautiful Indian River Lagoon, one of our nation's, as well as Florida's, greatest natural treasures. But like so many things in our state, it's suffering from poor government policies and mismanagement. Today, I want to take a minute to just talk about real solutions to protect our environment, lower your taxes, and fix our broken insurance system. I grew up right here on these waters, swimming, boating, clamming, oystering, and even hanging off of Mather's Bridge to shrimp. But today, the lagoon is so polluted that these activities are nearly impossible. The water quality has collapsed. The oyster beds have disappeared, except for ones that volunteers are replacing. And wildlife is struggling. The biggest cause? In my mind, it's stormwater runoff and grass clippings. Both of those pollute our waterways, especially the grass clippings. You know, most of the muck is made of that. That's why I support renewing the half-cent sales tax that's already done so much good for the Indian River Lagoon. And we need to restore our river by expanding the oyster bed restoration projects. Because oysters, as you know, naturally filter out our water and help bring the ecosystem back to life. The Indian River Lagoon is part of our heritage, our identity, part of our history, going back to the A's Indians. It's very important. And we have a duty to protect it for the next generations. But here's the economist in me. I believe in solutions that use smart incentives, not just regulations. What if we rewarded homeowners who take responsibility for their own stormwater runoff? In rural areas like I live in Grant, Valkyria, we already keep our grass clippings and our stormwater on our own land. I think that if more people did this, we would drastically reduce the pollution in the lagoon. That's why I'm proposing property tax incentives for homeowners who take real steps to reduce runoff, because good behavior should be rewarded and bad behavior should come at a cost. This isn't big government. This isn't a big government mandate. It's smart policy, protecting our environment while respecting property rights. Another issue that every voter I've talked to is concerned about is auto insurance. Why is it so expensive? Well, you know that nearly 50% of drivers in Florida are uninsured? And guess what? You and I, those of us with insurance, we're the ones paying for them. The problem is that when half the drivers on the road don't carry insurance, responsible Floridians like you and me have to pay extra just to protect ourselves. That's not fair. We need to hold uninsured drivers much more accountable. Right now, penalties are weak. Sometimes they have fines. Sometimes they have a suspended sentence. But that's not nearly enough. I would propose increasing the penalties for uninsured drivers. They need to have a greater cost for driving uninsured. The first offense should come with real consequences, a high fine, and mandatory vehicle impoundment. If they're caught driving again without insurance, stricter penalties should apply. At the same time, we need to explore possibilities to make car insurance more affordable so that cost is not an excuse for breaking the law. Lower risk means lower cost for everyone. If we fix this, we can bring down car insurance rates for all Floridians. Speaking of high cost insurance, let's talk about homeowners insurance for a moment. Every Floridian knows the pain of rising home insurance premiums. The solution? Well, strengthening or storm hardening our homes. We all know that, and we're doing it. One of the good things lately is that recently Governor DeSantis proposed that we have 2 tax-free days for buying hurricane doors. I don't think that's enough. I really think we should have a permanent tax exemption on all storm hardening materials, not just the doors. If you're making your home safer, you shouldn't be paying extra taxes to do it. Let's make it easier for Floridians to storm harden their homes and lower their insurance at the same time. Stronger homes mean lower premiums, a more resilient state, and fewer tax-funded disaster bailouts. I'm not a career politician. I'm a wife, mother, grandmother, an economist, a businesswoman, and a problem solver. I look at issues differently because I know that when we get the incentives right, we get better results. Florida needs a leader like me who understands the economy, who can lower costs for families, and who will fight to protect our environment without growing government. If you believe in term limits, in lower taxes, in smart policies that work, I'm your candidate. We need to send a message. No more career politicians in Tallahassee. No more wasted tax dollars, and no more excuses. I'm Dr. Marcie Adkins, and I'm running for Senate District 19 to fight for cleaner water, lower insurance costs, and a government that works for you, not against you. If you want real conservative leadership, I ask for your vote. Let's take back our state together. Please visit my website, marcieadkins.com, share this video, and most importantly, vote for me, Dr. Marcie Adkins, for a real change. Thank you.